summarizing the Matsuribayashi, or festival-going arc of Higurashi. You first start off assembling 50 pieces of fragments in a dark place, and you learn that fragments are essentially kind of like worlds, or how the Groundhog Day starts. Riga always has to assemble all these pieces in order to start. It's like setting up a game board. Before that, we also have to learn about Takano Mio's backstory, because it's important to know where the villain is coming from. I swear to God, learning about everything that she's gone through, I can understand why she is the way she is. Though I do not condone her actions. I can sympathize with her past. Something happened to her parents. She ended up in a not nice place where children ran away from there. She cursed God. And she got caught by the people she was trying to run away from. And something could have happened to her that night. Miraculously, she remembered a string of numbers that her dad gave her just before something happened to him. She called him and he found her, and she calls him her grandfather. Even changes parts of her name because of him, symbolically, as a meaning behind it. As you can imagine, she has a deep attachment toward him. We learn about the reason everybody footsteps in the story and they seem to spiral. It's part because they have something called Hinamizawa syndrome, which also allows them to hear Hanyu. That's why they hear the footsteps. Hanyu's following them. Anyway, her grandfather Takano was studying this, but he gets his research mocked. She's more determined, especially seeing how crushed her grandfather was, to do anything to bring his research to life, because he tells her, you can be immortalized by being remembered for your work. He relates this to what happens to her parents. She wants to make a will so strong, not even a train station could tear that fate, because that's what happened to her parents. Something involving a train. But she studies really hard. Also, Hanyu ends up joining everybody in the game board, and now everybody can see her. Rika manages to assemble Akasaka and other adults. Rika and Hanyu basically round up everyone, some of the main adults and our main group. Hatch a plan to catch Takano Mio off guard. Keep running away, tricking all of them, up into the mountains, where Sadako plays a bunch of traps on them. It's hilarious and entertaining and wonderful. Ultimately, Takano loses. I forgot to mention, something had happened. She had tried to appeal with higher-ups for going along with the research until there were certain things that changed, and they no longer acknowledged that research, and they were going to do away with all of it. The whole reason why she's enacting the disappearance of the entire village is actually quite depressing. I'm going to mention it here. But yes, everybody lives. And actually, everybody wins. When Takano wins, she doesn't win. Grandfather's research isn't acknowledged. What she's doing is ending things by her own means. Yeah.